Shalom. All right, we're about to get right into it. Bear with me 1 second. We in there. All right. Hey, Shalom. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect, that's pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. Shalom to the elect. All right. Back with another live lesson through the Holy Spirit. Pray that this lesson is edifying. We're going to get right into it. Not waste no time. All right. Let me share my screen. Bear with me one second. All right, there we go. So let's get right into this thing, man. Hey, Shalom Zakwan, Yahweh Shemel Shabrakatah. Let's get right into it, man. All right. All right. So jumping right into this lesson, into this article here is from America's First Report. All right, and the headline here, it reads, it says, escalation. Escalation is a word that you will hear a lot this year as the globe erupts in flames. All right, and we've been telling y'all, man, okay, because this word this year, I want to say 2024 has been coined the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. Okay, and also behind that is the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai escalating the prophecies, man. You see, let's get this word for escalation real quick. Okay, heavy times we in right now, man. All right, this is the word for escalation. I was looking this up. It's the definition that says an increase or a rise, especially one to counteract a perceived discrepancy. It says a deliberate or premeditated increase in the violence or geographic scope of a conflict. All right, so Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is escalating prophecy. Okay, this is why we said 2024 could be that year. Okay, it says here, right? Escalation. It says a situation in which something becomes greater or more serious. All right, so things can really pop off this year. All right, let me just grab a scripture. All right, things are about to get deadly serious out here. All right, so this is Matthew 24 verse 21, and it reads, it says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. All right. See, the world hasn't seen shit yet. All right. This is what the prophets of Yahweh Shema Shah are declaring unto you, that there's going to be a time of great tribulation that the world has never seen nor experienced, man. All right. People, this world is really about to experience the righteous anger of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. All right. Great tribulation. Okay. All right. That word for tribulation, a pressing together pressure. All right. The Lord is about to bring the full court press. Metaphorically, oppression, right? Oppression, affliction, tribulation, distress, straits. All right. As the elder brothers have been warning us, the straight gate is going to get straighter. Okay. Literally or figuratively, pressure, afflicted, anguish, burden, persecution, tribulation, trouble. All right. The hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, man. All tied together. All right. Reading this again, Matthew 24:22. Except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. All right. So this is the escalation process, man. Yahweh Shema Shai is what? He's ramping this shit up. All right, so let's go back. Salachya, we'll pull that out too. So back in this article, escalation is a word that you will hear a lot this year. Okay, as the globe erupts in flames, right? And the fire is already kindled, like Yahweh Shai said. Let's get that too. All right, that's in Luke. All right, this is Luke 12. In verse 49, And it reads, Yahweh Shah divides men. All right. And division is plaguing the society, man. As we enter into this so-called 2024 election, all right, these Edomites are ready to lose it, man. Okay. They're ready to take America back, man. So you already see where this thing is going with Trump, Biden, the whole January 6th talk, and, how people don't trust, the system no more. This thing is escalating like we've been saying. Luke 12:49, it says, I come to send fire on the earth. And what will I, if it already be kindled? The fire is already kindled, man. And I'm going to make a point on what the scripture said that the least of the flock shall draw them out. Okay? Because we're going to actually read that prophecy that's taking place. Okay? It says, Luke 12:49, I have come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it already be kindled? The fire, the drama has already started, man. All right, it says, but I have a baptism to be baptized with. How am I straightened till it be accomplished? All right, Yahweh Shai had to go through his trial. All right, verse 51. The point, it says, suppose ye that I come to give peace on earth, I tell you nay, but rather division. All right, so we about to see pretty much America just fucking blow up from the inside out. All right, literally, right? So the world is in flames right now. Okay, there's global tension worldwide. All right, as the Lord told us that these things would happen. Right, so let's read on here. It says 2024 has just started, and already we have seen major escalations in the Middle East, in Ukraine. Unfortunately, I believe that both of these conflicts will spiral out of control in 2024, and the U.S. military is simply not ready for such a scenario. This year, we will see things happen that once would have been unimaginable, right? And these are the things that we're praying for. This is what we're watching out for. All right, it says, but there is no turning back now. World War III has begun, and over the next 12 months, things are going to get really crazy, right? How much more proof do you need? All right, let's get this in 2 Ezra 9:1, it says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. All right, so we're measuring the time diligently by the way of the scriptures, man. Okay, this is how we're able to measure the times. This is how we're able to determine that the scriptures are faithful and true by the way of prophecy, man. Because the things that are written in prophecy are being manifest now. It says, therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world. As soon as 2024 hit, was Japan, I believe it was, that was hit by earthquakes, tsunami, or whatever the case was, right? Japan is catching hell right now, man. Really all over the world, man. But these things are being manifest as we read. All right. Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Verse 5, for like all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. See? Even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings, and wonder and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. Verse 7, and everyone that shall be saved shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. Verse 8, shall be preserved from the said pearls. All these things that we're bringing out in prophecy. All right, we're praying to be covered. We're praying to be preserved from the pearls. All right. The calamity and destruction shall be preserved from the said pearls, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning, which is the elect. Verse 9, then they should be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. And this is what we've been telling you 2/3 niggas out there, man, that continuously reject the word of Yahweh by Shem Shai. All right, by doing this, you're going to get caught up in the disaster that's coming down, man. All right, so reading on here, All right, it's got a few articles and we'll wrap it up. News and prophecy. So it says Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin, not a Jew, has promised to kill the leaders of Hamas wherever they are found on Tuesday. The IDF got a really big one. All right. Now I want to add on with this next article to that particular point, right? Which is also in the news today, which is pretty heavy here. It says, the headline it reads, it says, Doomsday. What could drive Israel and Iran to start launching nuclear weapons? Right? Doomsday. What could drive Israel and Iran to start launching nuclear weapons? Right? Let's play this video a little bit. We'll grab some scriptures.
It's the terror group.
Bear with me.
Beginning.
Start it back.
Remove thousands of soldiers from Gaza beginning this week as it enters a new phase of its war against the terror group Hamas. Analysts are now saying that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is slowly shifting to a low-intensity phase of the war, which Palestinian officials say has already killed more than 20,000. There's been growing international pressure on Netanyahu, including from staunch allies of Israel, about how his longer-term plan for the war is being navigated. And in Israel, the Israel Supreme Court struck down a key portion of Netanyahu's judicial overhaul that stripped the court's ability to declare government decisions as unreasonable. In the ruling, the court said that Netanyahu's policies would have been a severe blow to the state of Israel as a democratic state. Meanwhile, back here in the United States, Secretary of State Antony Blinken approved $147.5 million in emergency funding for Israeli Defense Forces. He was able to bypass Congress as talks remain stalled for supplemental aid during congressional recess. Elsewhere, there's still a risk of the Israel-Hamas war spreading further into the Middle East. Iran has sent a massive warship into the Red Sea. And U.S. forces struck and sunk 3 Houthi boats that were attacking merchant ships in the Red Sea, which is an incredibly vital global trade route.
Boom. All right. Doomsday. What could drive Israel and Iran to start launching nuclear weapons? All right. Let's get that. Salachya. Let's get that real quick. All right. Let's get that in 2nd Ezra 7:43. All right. 2nd Ezra 7:43. It says, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time. All right. As we just read here. All right. Doomsday. Okay. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time. All right. Doomsday which is going to bring the end of what? Of Esau's world. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past, right? Because, hey, we understand what happens next, all right? Because, hey, the mindset of this world is that once this goes down, this World War III and all hell and destruction plays out on the earth, majority of these people think that's it. We understand that there's life after this, man, all right? See, this day of doom is what's going to bring in the new heaven and new earth. Right, like the Lord said in Isaiah 65, he said that the old world is never going to even come to mind after this destruction plays out. Right? It's Isaiah 65:17, new heavens and a new earth. And that's going to happen by the way of what? Of doomsday, destruction. Isaiah 65:17, it says, for behold, I create new heavens and a new earth. The former shall not be remembered. All right. So this current world that we live in, the so-called white man's world, is not going to be remembered, man. It's going to be a thing of the past. And the former shall not be remembered, nor come to mind. Verse 18, but be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. See, this is the Lord doing this. Okay. Going back to what we read earlier about the escalation. The Lord is the one that's ramping this thing up. He's amplifying everything for the sake of prophecy. Okay, so this destruction, as you see in this image, okay, this is what's going to bring in a new heaven and a new earth. All right, the Lord is going to use the destruction to rearrange the planet, man. You see, that's the prophecy. It says Isaiah 65:18, but be glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing and her a people of joy. All right. Because at that point, as we read, after that day of doom, that's when immortality is going to come. Well, we're going to live forever, pursuing the Revelation 21. Right. But there's another point I want to make in that. Right. Because the Lord said, in these things that I create, reminded me of 2 Ezra chapter 6. All right, real quick. 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 6, the point here says, then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by no other. So the Lord, he's responsible for what? Of ending this world. Right? Yahweh Shema Rashad said, by me also they shall be ended, and by none other. Right? So the Lord is escalating everything right now, man. The whole world, the whole globe is erupting in flames. See? Reading on and finishing it out here. Verse 7, then answered I and said, what should be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first, right? The first age, the first world, and the beginning of it that followeth. All right? That's the next life to come. The kingdom of heaven. All right? The establishment of Jerusalem, man. Forever. Verse 8, it says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau, which that was symbolic of Esau being pulled from power, which is happening now because we are in the transition. Verse 9, it says, for Esau is the end of the world. All right? Doom shall be the end of this time, as we read. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. Beautiful times we live in right now, man. Lord willing, this is the year, and we're going to claim it, man. This is the year of what? Escalation. The hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, and also the year of escalation, man. How about that? Right? So anyway, let's finish that off in that 2 Ezra 7 again. Right? So this is 2 Ezra 7 and 43, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time and the beginning of immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. The point. Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed. Right? So there ain't no saving Esau. There is no salvation for the Gentiles. All of this madness that's going on right now, right? Esau, starting with Esau, his ass is about to be destroyed. This is it. All right? Ain't no doctrine out there, ain't no loopholes, ain't nothing you could try to add or take away to the scriptures to save this goddamn devil. It's a wrap. All right? His infrastructure is going to be thrown down. There shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that have gotten the victory. And who's gaining the victory at the end? All right? Israel, starting with the elect. All right, those that are going to receive salvation from this very destruction that's going to play out on the earth. So anyway, going back to this article, man. Okay, doomsday, what could drive Israel and Iran to start launching nuclear weapons? And as the scriptures say, this is right off the scriptures here. It's right out of the book. All right, let's read that. That's Jeremiah. Okay, Jeremiah chapter 51. Verse 45, and it reads, Jeremiah 50 and verse 45. Real quick. All right, Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 45, and it reads, it says, therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Rashad, that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he had proposed against the land of the Chaldees. This is speaking about America, man. All right, the daughter of Babylon. The point, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. So what could drive Israel and Iran to start launching nuclear weapons? Yahweh Shema Rashad. All right, the angels, man. That's what's going to start this nuclear war, man. And by doing so, this was going to draw America into World War III. Okay, because Because once this thing starts between Israel and Iran, and as the Lord is going to take it there, Russia and America are going to have no choice but to get involved. All right, as Israel is what, allies with America, and Iran is allies with Russia. All right, so this is the inevitable, man. Okay, right here in your face. The least of the flock shall draw them out. And what else did it say? It said, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Because America and Israel are going to be wiped out. Verse 46, verse 46, it says, at the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved and the cry is heard among the nations, right? Because of the nations, pretty much the world itself is going to be in a state of Oh man. Hold on 1 second. Let me get the camera back right. All right. Lord willing, you can hear me. Hold on 1 second. I gotta find this clip real quick. I wanna pull this up. Bear with me 1 second. All right. Lord willing, you can hear me now. All right, cool. Hold on 1 second. Let me get this real quick. Just want to make a point. So this is let's see. Let's see, the video got to be somewhere. Let's see. Russia. If I can't find it, it's all good. I should have had it queued up. Bear with me. Please be patient. Damn, what I do with that video? Because pretty much in the video, it shows you all the so-called African nations, right, that have gotten into alliance with Russia. It's pretty much like the whole continent, right? There's a video that I played before that went into that. I mean, let me just give me 1 more minute. I want to see if I can find it. It's a heavy video. If I can't find it, we'll move on. All right, because these nations, man, all these nations are being prepared for war. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want to waste any more time. I can't find it. So, but the point was made, man. All right. These nations are ready for war. Okay. 2024 is leading to what? Global escalation. All right. Let's see if there's any more in that article there, and we'll wrap it up. Okay. Bear with me. All right. Let's play this. Let's play this clip. Let's see, is it gonna play? Let's reload it.
In an alliance that Tehran calls the Axis of Resistance. Its focus to oppose the West. It can both transport equipment and personnel, but it can also use these positions to attack U.S. interests or threaten Israel closer to its borders. The alliance has been brought into focus amid the Hamas-Israel war, as the groups are mobilizing on multiple fronts at the same time. So here's how Iran built out the network across the Middle East, and what it means for the US and Israel. So to show you where Iran's so-called axis of resistance works in the Middle East, we have Iran over here, and then of course Hamas in Gaza over here on the Mediterranean. There's another group that Iran supports in Gaza called the Palestinian Islamic Jihad, which is actually a closer ally of Iran ideologically, but also working out of Gaza here and also in the West Bank. Iran's most important militia ally is Hezbollah here in Lebanon. Aside from that, they also have Syria's President Bashar al-Assad here and various militant groups in Iraq. And then finally, they also have an alliance with the Houthis in Yemen down here south. These connections allow Iran to expand its influence in the Middle East and make it easier for the country to transport military equipment, personnel, and weapons through the region. One of Iran's aims in the Middle East is to always keep the fight, the military fight, as far away from its own borders as possible. And the presence of these military allies and the land bridge kind of helped it do that. To understand why Iran has this belt of influence in the region, we need to go back a few decades. Following.
So real quick, so as you can see, man, as the Lord told us in prophecy that he was going to gather these nations in the valley of Yehoshaphat, that's that Middle Eastern region. This is where it's all taking off at, man. So this shit is happening. Now, I found that video. I want to play it real quick. All right. Just to make that point as we read in Ezekiel 38. Let's pull that up.
I don't know if you've been paying attention, but Africa just shocked the world, and it has massive implications for the United States and for Europe. Many of our Western leaders are freaking out right now. I kind of actually enjoy watching them. Victoria Nuland, who of course helped create the war in Ukraine, has gone from DEFCON 5 down to DEFCON 1 over Africa in a matter of weeks. It's an emergency, and she should be concerned because this stuff is about to hit the fan. The dominoes are starting to fall. And we'll get into the important details here in a second. But first, take a look at this map just published on Friday. These are all the African nations that have now signed military agreements with Russia. And even a few of those in white are getting ready to partner with Russia as well. Damn, that's a lot of red. Now, we'll come back to that map in a moment. But first, this weekend we saw...
So that's the point there. You see all these nations that have sided with Russia? That's damn near the whole continent, man. Right? So you got these so-called African nations. You got China, you got North Korea, you got Syria, you got Iran. You see, that's what we read. Let's go back to that Ezekiel 38, just real quick. That's why I wanted to play that, just to show you how serious this shit is, man. Okay, it's going down according to prophecy, right? Ezekiel 38:5, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. All right, you see all these nations, because it's not Ethiopia and Libya, you know, part of the so-called African continent. Okay, you see all these nations that have sided with Russia. Okay, the prophecy is coming to pass, Jay. Okay, hey, Isaiah 47:1 and 2, it tells you that what? That Babylon would not be regarded as tender and delicate, man. Okay, these nations are going to invade this place, man. Okay, these are those these nations, man. It says, verse 6, Gomer and all of his bands, the house of Togarmah, and the north quarters, all of his bands, and many people with thee. See? Many people are going to be with Russia. Many nations. It says, be thou prepared and prepare thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be a guard unto them. See? So this shit is no joke. Right? We'll finish it out. I just wanted to just make that point, man. You know?
It's gone from DEFCON 5 down to DEFCON 1 over Africa in a matter of weeks. It's an emergency, and she should be concerned because this stuff is about to hit the fan. The dominoes are starting to fall. And we'll get into the important details here in a second. But first, take a look at this map just published on Friday. These are all the African nations that have now signed military agreements with Russia. And even a few of those in white are getting ready to partner with Russia as well. Damn, that's a lot of red. Now, we'll come back to that map in a moment. But first, this weekend we saw dramatic developments. Russian flags.
Yeah, Salachya, man. Salachya. Yeah, brother said it was static. Yeah, I've been catching hell with this thing, man. Salachya. It says it's been out for about 10, 15 minutes. That's crazy, man. Yeah, Salachya about that, man. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's Satan, man. You know? But I'll wrap it up, man. I didn't know it was doing all of that. You get the point. You know? I'll close it out, man. Hey, I pray this lesson was edifying. We'll give our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Bakakwadash. Hey, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Double salutation to all you Akim out there laboring. Hey, Shalom. It's crazy, man.